Hello there.
What's up? Hello. Today's gonna be a little shorter than yesterday because I have commitments today. But we're gonna keep going. Hello, Mike. Welcome. Please let me know if the stream is okay. I turned on Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting, which means I'm broadcasting all qualities at the same time now. Which I was hoping would let me stream in 1440p, but apparently that's a beta feature that you have to be invited to, so... I'm also hoping eventually I can stream in HEVC instead of H.264 because AMD's H.264 encoders are trash, but we're not there yet either. But yeah, please let me know if the stream is okay. Do you have to 1080? Yeah, I'm only streaming in 1080. Because from what I saw on their wiki page, the 1440 streaming is not available for everyone. Okay, so first order of business is we need to replace these with stack inserters, and we have to do that because this has too much throughput for one belt. This needs 20 titanium grade 1 per second. So we either need to use 2 belts or we need to use stack inserters, and I think I know which one is funnier, so we're gonna do that. Okay, we have enough stack inserters. Hold on, let's do this smart. Be smart. Now, thankfully, this will actually... Oh. Oh. Okay. We can't do that, actually. Seems like the best thing to do is just have 2 input belts. It's only going to be slightly annoying. Because now we need to change this. So we need to put the titanium chunks on the top. Gosh. Okay, we actually need to do this over. Or we have more room. Just remove these for now. We have 2 input belts here. We need to filter off the just do that. No, we can't do that. Your net died again? Oh. Hey, Simrock. Why am I struggling so hard with this? Okay, I figured it out. Figured out what we're doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Big Shaw reached a 3-stream streak. That's a cool feature, I guess. Plus watching everything wrong with trains and Unstoppable to be here. Hello, Jigsaw. This isn't going to be another 8-hour stream, but it's probably going to be pretty long. Nice. That'll do it. Isn't quite as neat as it was before, but it's fine. All right, cool. Titanium should be back up again. Did I already make a stupid mistake? Yes. Yes. I'm an idiot. This is gonna be a great stream, guys. I put it on the wrong one. Yeah, I do like Pi's different materials. It's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna have to clean all the belts too. Okay, we'll just let this clear out for a minute. You don't play Factorio if you want to like your past self. True. Well, the issue was that I had these two belts backwards. That's a lot of titanium with SPM. I have no idea. I ratioed this for 1 full yellow belt of titanium plates. While I was fixing the problem, I made the problem worse. They need to have big old numbers on them, so I know which one is which. There we go. Alright, that should be good. And that stack must be in one sprite instead of different ones. Oh, you're talking about the sprite variations? Yeah. Or no, you're talking about animal parts. My bad. I wasn't reading. Yeah. I think it's fine. It would kind of blow if every time the item's ID changed, it would change the icon. Okay, how's our power usage? It's fine. All good. Okay, that's fixed. Normal grassy floor? I'm sorry. The concrete is horrendously expensive. It would take 35,000 concrete for every single tile. That's like 180,000 concrete. I don't have that much. I need to build a concrete base before I can concrete the base that needs to be concreted. That we can concrete the base. The base of the concreting that needs to concrete the base that needs concrete. More concrete means more coke. More coke means more pain. More pain means second base. Okay, so that was problem number 1. Now our titanium's actually fixed. Problem number 2 is we don't have enough moon drops anymore. In fact, I think we just ran out. Yeah, we're hecking our moon drops right now. So we need to build a dedicated moon drop facility for the cotton guts, so that this can be totally dedicated to methane. Because if we output methane, then we have pretty much an exact ratio here. Wait, am I missing? What? Excuse me? Why are those? Why is that a different one? What? Why does this one have carbon capture, but the others don't? Those 3 have carbon capture, but this one doesn't? Furthermore, this one has a different water temperature. Also, I never hooked up the water. Or the methane. Oh, okay, what was I doing? I was very tired last night, apparently. This is why you don't play for 8 hours straight. This was supposed to be methane, right? Yes. But then I moved the methane production, or I redid the methane production, and I never fixed this. I see. I had these in the reverse order. Or the reverse direction. Okay, now all those are the same. That was weird. But yeah, if we're producing purely methane, then we are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we don't have enough. Okay, so how much do we need for cotton guts? Because I'm pretty sure that this is just going to cotton guts, right? The only other thing that needs moon drops. Cotton gut studs, cotton guts, yeah. How much do we need for those two productions? We need 12, but we are actually bottlenecked on moon drops. Huh. Interesting. Do we have Moondrop Phase 2? Hello, Simon. We do have Moondrop Stage 2, almost. We can actually make that. We have everything we need. Wait, no we don't. We don't have Decalin. We can make Decalin. It's fine. Yes, I chose CO2 drops. Back on a streaming spree for the next couple days, and then I'm leaving for a couple days. Well, we ended last stream after frickin' 8 hours where I made a lot of mistakes. Okay, cool. This is all backed up. Oh, I should put one of these here. Then I don't need this here. Most important things on trends already. Yeah, sure. I just built titanium first because titanium's here. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have built this in a different location. I don't know. I don't know what order to build things in. You kidding me? Okay, but Moondrop Phase 2 is a little bit away. That's several hours, and we need more Moondrops right now, so we're gonna build more Moondrop ones.
Hello there.
Hello, Jimbo Panda. How you doing today? Okay, yeah, but yeah, for methane we need more than this. So let's copy this, and then figure out how much we need. Need that much. For 48 methane per second, but do we need 48 methane per second? Is that how much we needed? We only need 30. We can shove off a few of these. Gosh, where's the calculator? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, we can actually sustain this with that. Yeah. What's with the 16 on that? Oh, 16 mood drop modules, right. I need to think about how to do that UI better. Okay, so if we just reduce this to 8, then we'll have 32. I don't know why I built 12 of these. That was an overachiever. I don't have any more room for other... moon drops here. But if I just get rid of those 4, then we can use the existing moon drop setup and then we're good. But we still need to make more moon drops for cotton guts. Well, Jigsaw, take a look. This design is breaking actively. Also, because I changed the splitter priority, because I'm an idiot. That's why it's mostly why it's breaking. We've been feeding all of our moon drops to the cotton guts. Surely we have moon drops in the logistic network. Oh, I have moon drops in my inventory. Oh, okay. I know what I was trying to do with that filter with that splitter priority. We need to get rid of this anyway. So you're gonna output priority left, and then you're just gonna chill right here. Heck, I really screwed this up. Your output priority left, your input priority left. Then you're there and there. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. There we go. I was getting there, Jigsaw. It was getting close. Yes, I did CO2. I have CO2 drops up here, making all my carbon dioxide. What's the reasoning? Because back then, CO2 seemed unreasonably difficult, and I needed CO2, so I picked CO2 drops. Now I wish I had picked methane drops instead, or whatever the other one is. Yeah, this one. I wish I had done this one so I could make oxygen. Because right now I need oxygen. I had to triple my power production. I haven't even finished doing that yet. I had to triple my power production just to power all these electrolyzers for freaking oxygen. Because this setup right here takes 248 megawatts. I've also been informed that this is the best power I'll get for a very long time, so I'm just gonna have to make this a lot. Okay, so that should build up our supply of moon drops again. As well as make methane. Yeah, we good. I want to have a different color here that'll signify you're not constrained, but you have the right number of machines. Like green or something. I think I'll do green for that. Because I just like having to look at this number and then look at this number and compare them. Maybe I could even have like a delta like the old rate calculator had. When rate calculator next release? I don't know, man. As soon as I finish... Oh, there's so much to do. I need to finish figuring out how to integrate the simplex solver because it still doesn't handle all the situations properly. I've just been basically copy pasting your code and trying to figure out how it works, but I've failed so far. And then I need to actually implement all the GUI features that I want to implement, like the highlighting and the GUI filtering and search and stuff. Like search button is here, but it doesn't do anything. Like that. A lot to do. Why are you don't have any CO2? What gives? Oh. That gives. Okay, so this will slowly build up our supply of moondrops again. Now we need to make a new moondrop setup for the cotton guts. Let's just copy this and then we'll prove it in the sandbox. We don't need you anymore. We do want you. Man, I was like turning up my nose at the idea of using blueprint sandboxes, but now I love it. I love this mod. Very good. Why is that like that? I don't know. Did I have something else on here at some point? The through ratio of this is only 0.51 per second. Just get out of here. That's the whole setup, except I want medium pulse. I wish I could filter the copy tool. Wait, I don't even need power poles on that side. Nope, we're good. That's all the power poles we need. Okay, so that's 0.32 moondrops per second, and you guys need... Oh, Simon, I did make some updates. I fixed the button coloring, so now it works properly. And I did something else that I can't remember anymore. But I fixed the button coloring. That's the main important thing. Now I can actually tell which ones I can click on. 0.36. Doesn't show zeros. Ah, you're right. I think that was intentional. No, it wasn't intentional. Yeah, altogether this uses 0.36, but this stone doesn't actually run all that often, so we can just ignore that, probably. This doesn't even use moondrops. And why did that not change the ratio? Because these are producing cotton gut studs. Okay, so we just ignore that. Just this needs 0.36 moondrops per second, which this cannot provide. Oh, we only need 2 more. Yeah, we only need 10. Okay, that's easy. Add 2 more, and then we're done. Yeah, we're good. Easy peasy. I'm just gonna throw this behind the cotton gut studs because I don't expect to ever expand that. Well, maybe. No, we don't get cotton gut stage 2 forever, so we can just start stockpiling cotton gut studs, I guess. Just make a whole bunch of them. And then we'll call it good. The only input this requires is water. Let's actually flip this on its head. Literally unplayable. Alright, so that'll be the Moondrop output. This will be water input. And we'll just throw this onto the bus. I guess I can just... Hey, Eclipse Effigy. I'm doing well. How about you? This kind of sucks, but it's fine. Cool. And I could, I think, double this almost. Oh yeah, I'm not even close to saturating this Moondrop Seeds facility. Good old Moondrops. I'll always have fond memories of the Moondrops because they were the first alien life plant that I had to deal with. And In my first playthrough, I automated moondrop codexes because I didn't know better. That was funny. And Jigsaw has never let me live it down. Gosh, I'm streaming at 12K. Because I'm doing the advanced broadcasting thing. So I'm streaming like 7 different streams at the same time right now. Oh my gosh, I need to... Cliff explosives! Woo! Well, I'm not streaming in 12K. What I mean is, I'm uploading 1200. I'm uploading 12,000 kilobits per second. I'm uploading 12 megabits, but my primary stream is 8 megabits per second. How many Logibots? 567. I just have a circuit that keeps adding more, but I'm out of belts. Makes no sense. Oh, these got stuck. Hey, stupid fat Hobbit. How you doing today? Hey, Hobbit. How many construction bots? I only have 136. But now I have plenty of fish oil, so maybe I should make some more. Yeah, I was making some before, but my fish oil was in a dire situation, but now I have more. So you're right, I should switch this. As I have plenty of logistic bots right now. But now I finally fixed my freaking fish setup. I doubled it. And now we have plenty of fish. Look at all these extra fish eggs. Look at all these extra fish. Look at all these extra parts. Look at all the bones. I fixed the bones. I don't particularly love the way these look in Pi, actually. Limestone's the best looking one of the Pi tiles, but like all the rest of them, I think just look kind of bad. Like here's aluminium tile. Oh, actually aluminium's fine. Asphalt is just black. Oh no, coal tile is just black. Asphalt is has texture, but this, like this, your bitrate probably doesn't do this any favors. Whereas iron tiles, iron oxide tiles are really bad. Limestone is pretty okay. Nexolite is just Y. And steel is I don't know. I don't vibe with it. It does not pass the vibe check. Also, appreciate my Sap Mark II build. I redid green circuits in the last stream, and I was told that I should consider using the other recipe in the new base, and now I see why. Because look at all this sap. Okay, but this is not in the construction network. Okay, let's go build some construction down here. There we go. There we go. Now we're building stuff. Yeah, I'm glad that limestone. You're right. What you said. I was about to just repeat what you said. I agree with you. Limestone is not terrible to look at, and it's really cheap. Glad for that. Wow, look at all these construction bots. Wow, look at this lack of steel. Oh, it's getting it from here. Oh no, it's getting it from this belt. Gosh, I need to replace this setup real bad. This setup is awful. I mean, this setup is glorious, but it's also terrible. But yeah, my next lit production is... It works. Oh, I'm still using gas furnaces for this. I mean, I guess, why can't we see the because the alternative is advanced foundries, which is big boy. Hey, make more iron, of course. Okay, we've fixed both problems that I encountered last stream. We're building the new moondrop production slowly. Oh, but we need to prime it. Unfortunately, we're using all of our moondrops as modules. Or we're using all of it to make methane right now, really. That's what's happening. Because we're making circuits at full tilt right now. What? Okay, no, we're good. Why aren't these running at full tilt? We're out of Formica. Why aren't these running at full tilt? We're out of sap. Oh, yeah, because we haven't finished rebuilding the sap yet. What's taking this so long? What are you out of? You're out of soil. Oh, I was running on borrowed soil. Okay, that makes sense. Let's add some soil machines. Thank goodness I just automated soil extractors. Just add a few right here. Those are jaw crushers. Thank goodness I automated soil extractors, says Rye as he picks up jaw crushers. Soil extractors, they're right here. I mean, how much do these make? 2 per second? 4 per second should be fine. How much do you want? 200 a second. No. I refuse. There, easy peasy. Wow, those are big buffers. Okay, now we should be making more sap machine. We have enough sap trees. Yeah, we've been stockpiling these for a long time. Long time. Let's just do a quick checkout. Oh, these have been broken for a while. Not that it matters. Apparently. No, all of our fish eggs. Man, I remember when I was having a panic attack over cotton guts and not realizing how to make them and stuff. Okay, we need way more moondrops. We're out of moondrops, boys. Oh, moondrops. Did I still see some Sapphire Structures Mark 1 modules? I don't think so. Yes, you did. Yeah, frick. Oh, no, never mind. That's fine. This is powering... This is expected. This is powering our Vrox, which only need that much. Yeah, we good. We have exactly the right number of machines. Except, no, we could actually have more. No, never mind. I know exactly what I'm doing. Is making exactly 0.5 rocks per second. Yeah, we're good. I did the math. I did the monster math. It was a graveyard bash. I think the thing that was getting me with cotton guts was just the names. Because, like, you have cotton gut studs, cotton gut stud pups, cotton gut pups, and cotton guts. It was just a little bit confusing to me. Also, why are you dead? You're out of moondrops. Yeah, right. That makes sense. Those turd item icons in Ray Calculator? Yeah, they are. Because they have hidden modules? Or is this part of... Did Pyanodons add some kind of integration with the Simon's library? I don't know. I'm pretty sure these are hidden beacons. Or something. No. Well, there's a beacon's label, but it says nothing. So yes, I think there are hidden beacons. Okay, so what do we want to do now? We have to wait for these to build up slightly. Well, I guess we can start priming those now so that they'll start producing. Kind of need them to. Now I guess we gotta start building the next city block. Oh no, we gotta make cliff explosives. That's the next thing. 100% we're making cliff explosives. Now we're in business. Twitch just sent me an email saying, you have 70 hours of promotion time to offer your community 35% off gift sub bundles of 5 or more. I don't feel like it. I don't believe in discounts. That's why I work for Wube. Plus, it's just a scam. Like, it's encouraging your viewers to give Twitch even more money. I mean, you do give me money as well, but a lot of it goes to Twitch. Are we doing okay on wood? We're not doing okay on coverage. Yeah, wood seems to be running at full tilt. I guess we just don't have enough of it. Where's it all going all of a sudden? Oh, it's all going into science? A lot of it's going into fiber, yeah. And look at all this precious fuel that we're just burning. That's why I send my stream donations by envelope directly to your home address. Uh-oh. Okay, cliff cliff explosives. Yes, I am 25 years old, and my voice still cracks. Okay, doke. Basically, we need explosives, which are made with glycerol and sulfuric acid, and I keep clicking. Oh my gosh. Q. Yeah. And then glycerol is made with nichrome, lard, and water in one of these. Okay, so we need to make glycerol down south where the lard is because the lard spoils. But we also need to bring nichrome over there, so we're probably going to need to use a caravan. And then we pipe it up here, and then we combine sulfur and water? Or no, that's the freaking baby vanilla recipe. Acid, gas, and water. So basically sulfur and water. One step removed. You fixed the fish tin? Yes. I fixed all the fish. And I fixed the phytoplankton as well. Oh, dang it. I knew I was going to forget. One sec. I have to go take something out of the dryer. Forgetting is a fact of life for me. I have a terrible memory. It's just a unmedicated ADHD thing. Wow, I'm making fiber. I'm already making. I'm already making fiberboard. I forgot this was here. I could have used this for simple circuits. That's funny. Because we're using this to make starch, but we're not using that much of it. In fact, are we using it at all? Except for cotton gut studs? Oh no, we are using it down here. We're using it for workers' food. Oh gosh. We vastly overproduced this. Yeah. We could have used that in our green circuits production. That's freaking hilarious. Well, maybe we'll look into that later. Anyway, we came over here to get lard. We would like some lard. Unfortunately, getting lard out of this is going to be interesting. It wasn't actually that interesting. Oh, Digosaurs. Cute. I love the Digosaurs. We don't actually have that much lard getting thrown overboard, but it should be enough, maybe. This takes 2 lard per second. Never mind, we don't have enough. But this produces quite a few things, so we need to route these all together. We have water. Oh, is Tier 2 Digosaurus cursed? That's sad. Now, why does this have to use nichrome? That's such a weird thing. Okay. We already have a caravan outpost here. We have an extra caravan, so we can make use of it. I think I asked this last time this song played. Does anybody know what language this is? Keep feeling like it's Spanish, but it's not. It's definitely not Spanish. It's something weird. I don't know what it is. Klingon. I'll take your word for it. Of course, I made it up. I would have believed you if you'd told me it was true. Trust Mike unconditionally. Oh, I wonder why Filter Helper is not doing that. I want to make my own Filter Helper. In fact, last night I started working on a new mod. Because I don't want to work on Ray Calculator. I want to work on new things. Freaking ADHD. Heck, I can't do that. I can do this, though. Okay, that should work. Alright, so now we will have steam. 150 degree steam. This is also 250 degree steam. Okay, so this is cold steam. This is dumb steam. This steam can be used for agar. Yeah. Yeah, this steam temperature is all wacky. Oh gosh, we actually have tailings in a tailings pond. It's funny. Oh, put the tailings in the tailings pond. Said it so many times, but I'll say it again. The obium pipes are the best. Actually, I just want a regular old pump for this. Actually, I think I might need a pressure relief for this, but we'll see. We're not using very many petri dishes right now because we are not making science. And we backed up on science. Incredible. Okay, what should we research? We don't need that. We have cliff explosives. Like, what else does a man need? Oh gosh, they changed all the science pack names in PySimple. I don't like it. We're actually not that far away from researching integration science pack. Researching. Building is another story. Okay, but we can get fertilizer stage 2. That's probably important for the base. What is the most immediately beneficial? Okay, so this is silver. We don't have silver yet. We can get soot separation. Separated into various garbage. We don't really have soot right now, though. We're not making any soot. You can just produce it. Oh, that's a sink for coke oven gas. That's nice. You make it from ash, and you can make it from tar quenching. Okay, so what are we doing with the soot up here? We are burning it. Cool. Sweet. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Let's finish researching the resource things like aluminium stage 2, chromium stage 2, quartz stage 2. Okay, that should keep us occupied for a couple hours. Okay, well, let's set up the nichrome so that we can get this working. Researchers are getting quite expensive again. right up until we researched Pi 1. And then they're still expensive, actually. Oh, then they get more time, actually, huh? Fascinating. How are we doing on stat? Yeah, we're doing a little better. Hello, little buddy. You have a job to do. And I just got rid of all my workers' food. Where did it go? And I spot it in the chests. No. Wow, I placed down a caravan. Oh, this still had workers' food in its inventory. Something about this looks wrong. That's not the right material. We need chromium, not nickel. Where the frick? Wait, no, hold on. Chromium comes in here. Where's our chromium boy? Ah. I see. This guy's pulling like quadruple duty, and that's why it broke. Okay, well, there's an easy solution to this. Logistic bots. We already have a roboport over here. Also, that nickel was correct, actually. Actually, I do want this to be a provider chest. Okay, so it'll take 10 years, but it'll get there. We have a better nichrome recipe. Not until blue science. Wow. Okay, well, that should work. Even if it's slow, it'll work. Which chest were you referring to, Jigsaw? I only just now saw your message. Oh well. Nichrome. Okay, now we have oleochemicals and glycerol. Oleochemicals are used in something else. Oh, we can use them to make rubber. They're used in iron pulp and lube. This recipe kind of blows. From what I'm seeing, we don't really need it right now. We could turn these. It's 300 to 150. 350 to, yeah, that's not the same. Put a right one in that pile of yellow chests. Yeah, I think that just got taken out of my inventory. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Guess who forgot to handle spoilage on the belt? This guy. Okay, so I think for now we'll just store the oleochemicals in a big old tank. Just copy our tried and true overflow valve design here. Except it's not tried and true because we need a sinkhole. What we're actually looking for is the glycerol. Alright, now this needs to go all the way the heck up north. Won't it be nice once we have a train base? Ah, heck. Heck. There's so many lines. We're getting there. Nah, no reason to shove it in so tight. What she said. Pretty much everything animal related spoils, yeah. Oh gosh, I'm actually in the logistic network. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes the swarm. Goodbye, swarm. Oh, I just have water right here. Easy peasy. Alright, then I just need to deliver steel up here with the bots. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of innards, but yeah, pelts and spikes don't spoil. Yeah, that makes sense. They're not. Yeah, they stay alive a lot longer. We have steel up here on a belt, right? Somewhere? Yeah, we actually have it right here. We could just make barrels on site. Who am I kidding? Rated the first sulfuric acid at 178 hours and 35 minutes. And for once, this is actually a legitimate milestone, not one that we got in the blueprint sandbox. Burrell. Feels a little silly to use a requester chest to move something from here to here. It is silly. Still have not had a delivery of nichrome. This is slow! Yeah, I think this is actually going to be bottlenecked on... But do we produce tailings? What? Well, we consume it. We produce tailings, we consume tailings, and we overflow tailings. Yeah, okay. We also want to overflow grenades. And... yeah. Okay, so we can... there we go. Yeah, we can support all this. We are bottlenecked on the tailings dust, though. Not actually on the tar quenching. We're just bottlenecked on this, which just uses tailings. So that's actually pretty easy to expand if we hadn't just blocked it off from expansion. It's fine. We good. All's good. The only thing that's not good is this freaking caravan. Okay, I'm impatient. Go. Go, 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 go! It finished! It's working. First explosives. Here we go! Yay! We live in the future! It's a shipping ship. Glyphs are no longer a problem. They weren't really a problem to begin with, but now they're extra not a problem. Okay, well now we can research, or we can request a freaking thing of cliff explosives. And we're already out of glycerol again. That's fine. That was expected. Nyum. Okay, a sap is still slowly building out. That's fine. Are we still just bottlenecked on soil? Oh, not actually. No, we're not. We have plenty of soil. We're bottlenecked on the inserter, as we are on this guy. Gosh, that's sad. we need bulk inserters pronto. But can't do that till the new base is done. Okie dokie. Yeah, we have cliff explosives. There's nothing else I can do to procrastinate. We gotta build another city block. Let's go. Okay, so let's do nickel next, or tin, because we have it here. Oh, we did titanium. Oops. Tin plate, please. I said tin plate, please. There we go. Heck, we probably can just build the rest of titanium in here. We probably don't need to reserve another block for it. I say that now, but I'm gonna reserve a block anyway, just in case. Especially if I want to, like, expand this even more in the future. Okay, so let's design... Oh, there's also molybdenum here. Oh, we don't even use the molybdenum yet. No. When do we use molybdenum? Oh my gosh. Why can't I alt click on this? Well, actually, we're almost there. We're gonna need molybdenum pretty soon, but not until we're done rebuilding the base. Because this is used in stuff related to the science pack and beyond. Actually, it's only used in one thing. It's used in Seaweed Stage 2. Oh, we probably want that. Oh, that's annoying. But that requires a whole new thing, so we're just gonna double up on our seaweed blocks until then. There's ore processings where you can kind of fit tier 2 into the same block. Titanium is not one of them, I see. Okay, so I really do think the next thing is tin, so let's start designing tin. And remember at the start of this playthrough when I was like being a snob about I don't want to use factory planner, I don't want to use blueprint sandboxes? Look at me now, I'm such a hypocrite. Oh wait, we have molten tin now. We're not making that in the current base, are we? No, we're not. Yes, we are. We are. I could just copy this setup, but this setup kind of freaking sucks. I don't know why I did this blade design. Because it's very inefficient on machines, so let's not do that. Okay, we need sand casting. Oh, we need sand casting. Right, so here's the question. Do we just produce molten tin on site and then we uh centralize all of our ore, molten ore to solid ore, or molten metal to solid metal stuff? That's a question. Well, let's ratio it first, see what we need to do. Yeah, we have 31.7 muddy sludge per second. Yeah, we are doing all this. It's just like a tin grade 3 to grade 4 to dust to liquid. Oh, that is 1-to-1, actually. So this is worth direct inserting, especially since this only takes the one ingredient and water. I'm gonna try a different way to organize this, actually. I'm gonna organize it the way that I am gonna build it. So this is gonna be a row. This is gonna be by itself. This is gonna be a row. And the next row will be graphite, probably. We want to centralize graphite processing, because look at this ratio here. Oh, this is the only recipe we ever get for it. Yeah, we definitely want to centralize graphite processing because it's so much more dense than coke. Kind of seems like our next thing should actually be coke processing, not tin. But let's finish the tin first, or let's finish ratioing this anyway. Okay, so tin dust will be the next one. But we are actually going to direct insert this, so we're going to do this. Okay, borax is just made from stuff. Yeah, that'll be elsewhere. Borax is an input. Excuse-moi? And sand casting is tar. Yeah, you're right. I should probably do tar processing, but I don't want to. I'm putting it off. Tar processing is hard. I should do that, though. Also, I think this is a case where the simplex solver could do this just fine, but the matrix solver can't. Oh, never mind. We just needed to add the other one. I mean, this could use low degree steam, actually. Okay, so the only inputs to the actual tin processing are coke, borax, water, and steam. If we really wanted to, we could make the steam on site with coke and boilers and then use burners to get rid of the ash, but that's not gonna happen. Or no, actually, we're importing graphite, so... But we need 11.9 coke per second for that. Yeah, graphite, borax, and water and steam for the liquid. And then for the plate, we need sand casting and hot air. Borax is not through coke. Borax is just a washing plant. What are you talking about? Syngas. Cool, that's what you're talking about. Okay, so maybe we reprioritize a little bit what we're doing. Because this requires coke and this requires tar processing. So let's set this aside for a second. Just a wee second. And we are going to instead add some to-dos. I forgot the simple to-do list thing. Oh, it's control N. We can do coke. I want to do coke first, and then tar, and then tin. And then we're good. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is coke processing. How much are we gonna need? We need 15 just for tin. So let's go for a nice round. Well, let's see how much 100 per minute coke needs. Or 100 per second, I mean. Okay, so we're gonna be doing red hot coke. 15 degrees, please. Thank you. Okay, we already have a dependency loop. Coke is unrestricted, please. Guess we could unrestrict steam. Yeah, I guess we have to. This consumes. This produces. Punching tower. Coke, coal dust, and steam. I want to see this in Factorio. Okay, this creates 100 steam per second. Or 100 steam per thing. What am I doing? I'm seeing how much I need for 100 coke per second. That's 6 yellow belts. I know it's ridiculous, but I'm just seeing. And then I'm gonna make it lower later. Okay, so this turns into crushed coal, coal, and coal dust. Then we take crushed coal and turn it into coarse coal, coal, and coal dust. And take coarse coal and turn it into coal. Okay. So we need coal processing as well. The better coke recipe. What? But I wanted to find that out myself. Well, there's this one. Wait, red hot coke spoils in the coke. That's good to know. Then there's this one, but this is really inefficient. This is what we've been doing. I want to make it better. We're doing red hot coke and you can't stop me. No amount of backseating will change my mind. Well, we need to ratio, calm down, Jigsaw. We need to ratio this out to find out whether it's better or not. Because I don't know how much raw coal this is going to take until I finish ratioing it out. Okay, so that's 51 to 100 with coal dust byproduct, actually. That can make stuff. Cool. And it also creates coke oven gas. Okay, so that's 50. That's about 1 to 2. And this is 2 to 1. Well, this is 10 to 4. This is 5 to 2. And this one is pretty much 1 to 2. So this one is so much better. Oh, I see. We need extra steam input. Okay. Electric boiler. 200 megawatts. Easy. We're going to need a lot of raw fiber. Or since we're already heckin' destroying steam in the current base, we just do that. We just pump that into here for now. Suddenly interested to see if there's a Blueprint Sandbox's remote interface for getting your actual force. Oh, apparently I just learned that Blueprint Sandboxes completely destroys. Yep, you can't go into the lab and editor extensions at all. That's nice. Just completely disables it. Oh no, my scroll wheels started acting up again just now. I'm gonna need to roll it out again. Remote interface. 0 lines. Cool. Okay. So we need to make this. But coal dust is kind of... Why doesn't this work with recipe book anymore? I don't know. That's weird. Oh no, I know why that's happening. Yeah, okay, I need to fix that. Coal dust. That one. Right, this is used in activated carbon for filtration media. And then it's also used in titanium tetrachloride, which is used in nothing yet. Wow, you unlock this way before you use it. Used in stuff. Things. Okay, it's used in stripped distillates. And in methanol. Oh, hey, this is available to research. And we're researching so many things right now that we're not going to use for another 100 hours at least. Because we're going to be rebuilding the base. Especially if it takes me this long to get started. Okay. So we would like 17 quenching towers, please. 17 of these, eh? Thankfully, we can actually tile these, even though it looks like you can't. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. With a pressure pump. Oh, we actually need more than one pressure pump? What? Huh? Been using the worst Coke recipe for your whole game? Oh, feels bad. F in the chat for Jigsaw's game. Be much more satisfying if we do this instead. I want to force build, but not like this. There we go. Double check the power usage here. 44 megawatts. Okay, not bad. Maybe on a ground over one tile. I was just doing that so I could freaking. It's more than one tile. Also, it's necessary. Ha. 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 Again, this makes 500-degree coke oven gas, so we can use that to make some salt. Or hot air, I mean. We can throw that into the hot air cycle. Right? And this is 500-degree up here. No, it's not. This is 500-degree down here. Yeah. We can use that to make warmer stone bricks. Okay, this takes 2 hours to decay. I'm not super worried about it. Okay, this takes 6 coal per second. Okay. Oh, but the cranes don't really work on belts, do they? It spoils back into regular coke. So it like cools off into regular coke. Then do the later tiers ever use electricity? Nope. Cool. Yeah, we're just gonna use 3 of these. Oh, we can't. Also, I'm pretty sure this wouldn't reach if we flip it. Okay, back to the original plan of a stack inserter. It feels unnatural to be designing things for UPS efficiency in terms of reducing the number of inserters, because the most cost-effective way to do this is to just use 3 fast inserters, but that's 3 inserters versus 1. Okay, but we need to make sure to stack the coal so that this can actually get more than 6 per second. Okay, so then we need 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Fine, I'll just do that. Also, I forgot the coke output. I forgot all the outputs, actually. Oh, geez, this is... Oh, 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 oh. Well, I'm not super designing for UPS. I'm just trying to reduce my inserter count, if I can. It just boils down to, if I have a nicer inserter that covers the cost, that covers the throughput, then I'll use that. Instead of using like 7 mechanical inserters instead of 4 regular inserters, I'll just use 4 regular inserters. Okay, but this takes 80 coal per second. So we need like 5, we need 6 belts. I just remember that, yeah, no, this is 100 coke a second. I think we build it. I think we build this. And then we will have a ton of coke. But how are we even going to get this onto the train is the question. We're going to need a bunch of inserters. Well, I mean, actually, that's an easy answer. We just use a warehouse. It'd be a lot easier if we had loaders. But, like, if we have a train... Why don't I have locomotive? If we have a train here, then we're going to need... Yeah, it's going to fully saturate 6 stack inserters. Or 1 Crane Mark IV. Yeah, but we will actually need multiple stack inserters for these. It'll come off the belts. We're gonna have to do like 2 stack inserters per input belt, and then have these go. Oh no! I didn't count on that. That actually is a problem. Well, we'll figure that out later. Get out of here. I said get out. What? Okay. So we are gonna build for this, I think, because it's funny and because it fits in our block just fine. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do this with yellow belts. It's gonna be funny. Let's do it. This is gonna be horrendously overbuilt. Do I have basic oxygen furnaces being made? No. Let's start making these things now. Oxygen furnace and quenching tower. This is hilariously overbuilt, but I was told, and I quote, there's no such thing as overbuilding in Pi because you'll need it eventually. Oh, you're saying this won't be overbuilt? Oh, okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, so for now, we need a belt for each two of these. Oh gosh, that's horrible. This reminds me of early game Ash processing. How much Red Hot Coke is this making? 20 per second. Okay, so we actually need stack inserters on the output too. Heck. Okay, well, we're gonna actually do something else. We're going to... Nah, we're gonna do it like this. But we do need stack inserters on the outputs. I'm also heard don't bother to scale because you'll get better recipes anyway. Well, it's both. As far as I'm aware. Like, if you overbuild, then you're gonna end up using it. But you want to decide when you're overbuilding and when you're not. But for this, I think we want to overbuild because we don't get Coke processing stage 3 until blue science. So... like, this is the breakpoint. We're going to use the best... we're going to build as much as we can using the best technologies that we have at the moment to make the new base. And then once we start researching new stuff, then we will switch to that. Or we'll make new builds that use that. But thankfully, it appears there's only one more Coke processing upgrade in the whole mod, and it's this one. Yeah, it's just that my production blocks are freaking huge, man. I do think that going up to 5 chunks was probably a good idea, but there's gonna be a lot of dead space. Okay, so now how the heck do we make all these things? We're gonna need a balancer. Holy crap. This is gonna be fun. We need a 3 to 6 balancer? No, we need a 6 to 6. Because we're gonna have 6 belts of input. Oh my gosh, which... because that's 1 belt, that's 3 belts. Or no, wait, these are all stacked. Wait, these are all stacked. Wait, these are stacked. Okay, okay. These are stacked. Stacked belts. That makes me feel better. Okay, that's a lot more reasonable. Yeah, that's like 26. Yeah, okay. No, stacked belts are good. Stack good. Good stack. Good reads. Good stack. Good boy. Good boys. Okay, that's a lot better. Wow, that was a dumb mistake. How do I keep doing this to myself? Okay, so this will make 11.4. So we're gonna need 2, 4, 5. We're gonna need a 5 to 3 balancer for this. You have an age of 24 balancer at your Coke production? Wow. Nuts. I've never had to use a balancer in a build before. Like, in one production block. That's crazy. I mean, I usually only use balancers these days on mining drill outposts, and you don't really even need to do that, really. Okay, I've used them in other places, but, like, this is a lot simpler than the Coke. Okay, so what's the one with the least number of machines? This one. That's the one that's going to be in here. Okay, so this just takes in coarse coal. This row is going to take 8.5 coarse coal per second. Okay, so that does not need to be stacked. So what we can do is stack the output and then not stack the input. I love these 2x1 stack inserters. They make things so interesting. How are things doing over here? Not bad. Well, actually, we should be building stuff. Coke processing will hopefully fit in 1 block. Oh, we can destroy the cliffs now. Sugoi. Okay, we don't have any cliff explosives. We're out of lard. Excuse me? Great. I thought we had more lard than this. How do you even do this? Oh, no, I keep asking that question and then I keep remembering the answer. In Pi Hard mode, you have to handle every single animal byproduct. You can't just burn them. You have to turn them into stuff. Yeah, our lard situation is not great. In fact, I think we have a deficit of lard. Yeah, we have 0 cliff explosives, so let's throw these into the network. Let the construction robots handle it for a minute. Speaking of construction bots, how many do we have stockpiled now? Oh, hey, we have 100. Nice. Okay. So coke will go here. Because I say so. We probably want to strategize which things we want to have on the water squares here. We probably want things that need a lot of water, aka moss. Now we're gonna do that. Okay, so now we should start making... And we should immediately be adding more construction. You would think, anyway. Oh, it'll take a minute because of the incremental build process. Where's my coal patch? Oh, true. Very true, actually. Yeah. Never mind. Coal patch is over here. Yeah, that was a very good point, Jigsaw. Thank you for mentioning that, because I even said earlier I was going to do this sort of thing. There's also a coal patch here. But this one is better. This one has less rails going over the top of it. Fewer rails. All right, build those. This is gonna take a while. More construction bots. Fortunately, it takes us a while to design things, so good. Okay, so that is an input of coarse coal. Okay, and in this case, we can't actually do sushi belts like we were with titanium. There's too much throughput. We actually need to handle these properly. So these take in crushed coal and output coarse coal, coal, and coal dust. So coarse coal and coal dust will be sushied. But coal will need to be on a dedicated, and it's about time I put stack inserted. How much coke am I getting from tar processing? At the moment, well, I've been making 1.3 coke per minute, 1,300 coke a minute. Which is about 20 a second. That's across the output from hot air generation. Well, no, actually, this is specifically coke right here. I didn't put coke back into tar processing, actually, because I make coke as a byproduct of tar processing, but it doesn't go back in. Well, not all of it does, anyway. I mean, we use coke to make optical sets. But in the tar processing chain itself... Wait, tar processing's not hard at all. Why am I freaking out? I already handled all of it. It's only like 4 different machines. It's just a bunch of pipes. Yeah, no. I was freaking out for no reason. Silly old me. Okay, so this time we're actually going to put the output... We're going to double header this boy. Like this. Oh, can we actually do a thing? Okay, so this will be the coal. This will be coarse coal. Here's my thinking. We do this sort of thing. And then this will be coal dust. like that. Now this has coal, this has coal dust, and this has coarse coal. Yeah, that works. And then this one is stacked. Okay, so we need 18 of these, and that's a little bit more than 2 belts. But thankfully, we have a way to... Okay, yeah, we're fine. We're good. I am so good at this game. Oh, that lines up nicely, actually. Okay, so we... Just 4 of these is enough to fill 1 belt, I think, right? Well, 8. No, it's 6 of them. 12, 24, 36. Yeah. For every 6, we have an output belt. So for these ones, this needs to go down here. And then we can do this to get that output. And then 1, 2, 3. This one goes up here. I take back everything I said about Pi's giant buildings being obnoxious. I don't know how I would live without them anymore. Hey, Cogreen. Okay, so we need to figure out something to do with this coal dust at some point, but for now, we're just gonna leave it be. Okay. So these 3 are coal. This one is coarse coal. Okay, so this actually needs to go up here. Into here. This is what's consuming the coarse coal, right? Yes. And this is the only producer of coarse coal as well. We got that taken care of. I do stand by my annoyance of the overhangs. I wish that it just didn't exist. But I'm not super miffed about the sizes of things anymore. In fact, I think going back to Space Stage, everything would feel quite small, probably. Stockholm Syndrome. Okay, and then this coal dust is a complete byproduct that we'll have to take care of later. Oh, in Blueprint Sandboxes doesn't let you make pins. I can make pins here, but I can't make pins here. Home Syndrome. I'm gonna set an alarm for when I need to leave so that I don't forget again. Because I just looked up and realized that it's been longer than I thought it was. I'm not gonna repeat that, have a repeat of that other stream. I have a hard cutoff in 1 hour. Run away, run away. Away. You don't have Pi installed, how dare you? Oh, actually, so this one... Oh, we need a bigger balancer than this. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3 balancer. I'm moving everything over by 1. That's why we do this in the sandbox. It doesn't line up with the buildings above anyway. Okay, cool. That ought to do it. Now we need to design this one, which is gonna be super ginormous. Okay, so we're gonna actually do 3 separate rows of this thing. High install verification. High DRM. Okay, so this creates crushed coal, coal, and coal dust. Crushed coal is an input. Hey chat, can you spot the problem? Spot what I forgot. Ain't got no gas in it. Oh, I mean, that's true, but what else? Give you a hint. Actually, I won't give you a hint. You'll find out as I build it. Where input? Yes, that's correct. I forgot the input. Thankfully, it's an easy fix. Yeah, we're actually gonna need a 3-to-2 balancer for this. Or no, we don't need a 3-to-2 balancer. We can just... Ooh, that's a corner balancer. That's cool. Hey, Blueprint Sandbox's feature request. It should print the messages for researches finishing while you're in the lab in isolation mode. Yeah, we're gonna need a balancer on this. Balancer on this boy! This is gonna be super cursed. Check this out. Yeah! It's beautiful. Yeah, well, what I'm saying, Jigsaw, is they should do it with scripts. Detect when your home force finishes a research and then print it to your chat log when you're in the isolated sandbox. Mike returns from the lurking dungeon, the lurk dungeon words. And how did you guys do it without stacking belts? You just had to make 1,000,000 belts. Yep, sorry, it's all my fault that there's no mic stream today. Oh wait, this is exactly the same layout. I see. This is precisely the same thing. I just don't need these. We have crushed coal, and coal dust. It says coarse coal, and coal dust. Takes in crushed coal. Okay, so we need 17.3 machines per installation. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's a large lad. Oh, actually, we can share some belts here. That'll work fine because this only takes 18 per second of raw coal, so that'll work out perfectly. See that we're over the notion of a few buildings per recipe. Well, it depends on the recipe. Some recipes you really only need a few buildings. Or like, for example, I just rebuilt my simple circuits, but you only need one building. You only need one simple circuit a second to satisfy most of your needs. At this point in the game, anyway. How are we doing on sap? Hey, we finished the sap. How are we doing on moondrops? Moondrops are doing well. They're totally backed up on seats. Yep. How are we doing on robots? Robots are sad. Robots are very sad. They've built half of one tile in the last 30 minutes. We're gonna need to make a builder train, I think. I can't wait for Worker Robot Speed 1 in 150 hours. Great. Okay, well, I was a little too adventurous, and this needs to be elsewhere. Hey, Jack, guess what I forgot? Got inputs and outputs on that one. How are we doing in terms of block size? I think we're okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Because we have all the buildings now, I think. Except for the boilers for the steam. We need 63 boilers! We don't have that many boilers. I vote we change to electric boilers. We're just gonna spend a couple hundred megawatts. $200 megawatts, that's fine. We're good. Oh, speaking of power, we should actually automate these. so that it will very slowly make stuff while we're in the sandbox. I love this playlist. I love photographic arts. That's what I'm listening to. Why do I have 50 extra oh. No, I want those. Give me back my construction bots. Thank you. And my car. And my wood. Thank you. Oh gosh. Okay, okay. I thought we had lost it for a minute. Well, we're good. But yeah, this is fitting just fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot. Okay. This... Let's hook up the main coal lines first. We need 3 more. We need 1 there. We need 1 here. All of this to make 100 coke per second. And 1 here. This is so large. Okay. Rencier, welcome. And this is the coarse crushed coal. Crushed coal only has... Did I make 4 of these? 1, 2... No. It's just 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Crushed coal, we have 18... Oh. Heck. Oh, wait, that's fine. I already accounted for this. Crushed coal goes in here. And then coal dust, 5.4 per second. Yeah, we're fine. Giant productions get less? That's sad. Ah, what am I doing? 1 is here. That's crushed coal. This is crushed coal. Man, I should have made a blueprint for this forever ago. And then this is crushed coal. And then coal dust can go out on the outside. Right here. Then we also need to hook up all the fluids as well. Oh, Green, when is map belt visualizer coming? I please want, please. Please. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 belts of... Is that enough? Yeah, it is. Right, well, you have belt visualizer, but no working on the map. What the frick? What the wow. I copied the wrong one. Oh gosh, all of these are messed up. Okay, time to nuke it all. Like Jarg did with Heat Visualizer. Oh, I haven't actually checked that out yet. Thankfully, this isn't easy. Copy this one. There we go. Now that goes through. And that go. Oh, that's a lot of belts. That's a whole lot of belts. Look at that. No modules. Actually, we're not that far away in the tech tree from them, but this is at least 200 or 200 or 300 hours off. Modules in Pi are very far away. Oh, we can research moss farm upgrade. Oh, we should do this before we start making moss in the new base. Why is it so cheap? One science pack forward, yes. That science pack represents a lot of work. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we need to hook up all these freaking rock coal. We're just one away from it working. Well, actually. Perfect. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm literally the worst. I'm not a genius. Actually, I'm a genius. I'm actually a freaking genius. We're so back. Thought it was over for a second, but we're so back. But yes, we're building rock hole processing. Sorry, I was too busy making memes to chat. We're making coke processing, actually. Do we need coal for other things? I didn't even consider that. Yes. We need coal for rubber stoppers. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. We need coal for... well, other things later. I vote we make a dedicated... this is all for coke. I vote we make a dedicated coal setup later. We're not going to try to double up on this. So this is coke processing. Coal processing for coke. If you will. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is for the crushed. Huh? Go green! Never mind. Always, it works. Never mind. We're good. How much of the raw stuff does this eat up? It's 50 coal per 50 raw coal per second, which is only 4 belts, which is fine. Super easy to get. Oh yeah, baby. I'm literally a genius. Literally, figuratively a genius. We can use a 4-to-4 balancer for that. 4-to-4 lane balancer? I'm not that fancy. 4-to-4 lane balancer slim. 4-to-4 lane balancer corner. 4-to-4 throughput unlimited balancer. That's the balancer I know and love. And we don't need a balancer. We will put one on the mines, but This should be it, except for fluids. Never mind. Where's all of our fluids? Actually, the only fluids we have is steam. Nice. Okay. Too bad we can't speed this up. Oh, you're right, Jigsaw. Wait, yeah, these should be stacked. Did I forget about belt stacking? I did. Oh my gosh. Oops. I designed this whole thing just now without remembering that belt stacking exists, even though I'm using stack inserters. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Why? 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 Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always... I forgot to change the filters! Yeah, we can easily double up on this. Please ignore the milestones in the corner. That's the first time I think I've seen actual coal in a long time. Right, because I also forgot about belt stacking when I made this part. Oh, and I forgot fuel. Oopsie poopsie. Oh gosh. well, we have fuel. Just not the right kind of fuel. Oh, frick? Oh, you have ash. Yeah, this is gonna break everything. Stop! Oh, actually, I need a regular inserter. How am I gonna make this much raw fiber? I'm gonna need a big freaking forestry setup. Okay, that's too far away. Oh, that's behind the next science pack. Yeah, we don't have any more wood processing upgrades. We have the best tier wood processing we'll get for a while. Wow, look at these beautiful belts. I'm actually afraid that this balancer might not be what we need. We might need to actually have priority input splitters. Because we want to prioritize... Oh, this should all balance out, right? Right? Oh, coke oven gas. Yoink. I mean, we could use regular fiber. In fact, we probably do. Well, no, because that's less. We turn 10 raw fiber into 5 fiber. We're turning 60 megajoules into 40 megajoules. So we actually don't want to do that. It would have been nice if Factorio had filtering for unresearched. I know, right? Would have been pretty freaking awesome. But it doesn't. Six coke per second. Time for a stack inserter. Oh, heck, but I need to handle spoilage as well. Oh, I see. So you're cooling down. You're cooling icy. Yeah, you're cooling down the coke. Or you can wait for 2 hours for it to cool down by itself. Also, this has a much better ratio. But we do need to handle the case where it cools down by itself, which this actually already handles for us. Trash will be the coke. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we already handled it. Neat. But we do need to handle at the end of this belt to throw onto the output belt. Heck. No, I need to put one after. No, I need to use it in... I need to do this. This is how I need to do it. There's no other option. I would have loved to not have had to make recipe book 2.0, 4.0. fact, I very particularly did not want to make that, but I had to. Oh, whoops, I need to super force build this. Fine. Break. Crash. Oh gosh, zoom to cursor doesn't work in God mode. There we go. And I actually need like the whole belt. Oh. I did that wrong. The wrong spot. There we go. How to automatically grid that copy too? It's Shift G in Blueprint Tools. It's one of my favorite features, and I want to put it in the base game. Maybe that's what I'll work on tomorrow. Wait, how much output do I have? 102. Oh, I need way more than one belt of coke. I need 4 belts. Also, yeah, this only needs to be 2 belts. Five of these is 1 belt. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying, actually. Heck. How am I gonna do that? I have 5 machines that I need to split 2 ways. Gorsh. Okay, well, first let's copy this out so I can design it in a better place. How's our base doing? Slowly but surely building. Very, 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 very slowly, but surely building. But hey, we are making more construction bots. How are we out of small parts? Oh, we're not out of small parts. We just don't have enough output. Of course, all of our construction bots are tied up. Yes, and that is not my small parts main factory. That was what I was just looking at. Way ahead of you, Jigsaw. Wish I could see what I'm building. Yeah, my new small parts is over here. Very large. Takes my entire iron and copper supply when it's running. And now those will be stacked. Why? Oh, hey, that officially makes zinc the only remaining tier 1 processing in our entire factory. Because, no, this is tier 1 nickel. Never mind. Zinc and nickel. Everything else is upgraded to at least stage 2. Look at all these small parts, baby. Oh gosh, actually. There we go. I love having this little home base right here. Very comfortable. Okay, but now back to this issue where we actually need 2 outserters here. One for each side of the belt. Oh gosh, this is about to be so cursed. You ready for this? That's the setup. That should be red hyphen hot, not just red and hot as separate words. Oh, never mind. We have pressurized air. No, we don't have pressurized air. Ooh, filter helper should work on fluid pipelines as well. That's uncomfortably close to being not fast enough. It's like the exact speed. How does my base not die? Because I'm so freaking skilled. I just made the best base on Earth. Much better. Can you hear me over the sound of the machines? Can you hear the music over the sound of the machines, more like? These are loud. Also, why did that... I didn't put it back. That's why. How much landfill have we accumulated? Not that much. Not as much as I would have liked. We're only making like 8 landfill a minute. Is the music are low? Awesome. That's exactly how I want it. Ugh. Okay, well, we're unfortunately gonna have to call it before I can probably finish building this setup. We will see. Yeah, we're probably going to end up merging this together in the middle, actually. Well, let's not worry about the output belts yet. Let's just throw them directly into some unloaders here. Chat, why didn't you tell me I did this? That'd be backstating. True. Good job, chat. You passed the test. Okay, so now I just want to fix the severe overabundance of input belts. We absolutely do need 7 belts of this, but we only need 2 belts of rock coal input. We don't need 4. This can go here. This one can go away entirely. Like that. There we go. Oh heck, there's 2 belts of coal dust. Yeah, this is Orographic Arts by Kenji Sekiguchi and Nato, as it will say multiple times. Wait, we're making steam. Oh, wait, it's not. Yeah, it's not cycling it. Oh yeah, we need to loop this steam back on itself, don't we? This doesn't care about the steam temperature. So this should be a top-up valve. Set to like 50%. There will be a dearth. There will be a deficit. So let's actually run it for a minute and see. What's the music player? Supersonic. It's a subsonic client or subsonic music server. I use Navidrome on my server. Hey, that fits nicely into a 5x5, actually. So we want to put it in this corner so that we can have the... Well, no, we have the inputs on that side. We want to put it in that corner. Oh, that's the worst corner for it to be in, though. Well, let's start designing the city block, then. We could put the inputs and outputs on the left. Let's just make sure we know how much room we have. Yeah, we want to put them all on the same side. For sure. I gotta remember that we have 4 output belts that we need to route. This all looks like it's working now. Nice. Just have a little bit of a backup on the various machines, but they all eventually start working. So much coal, man. Oh, look at all this coke that we're making. Nuts. Right, and then I need to supply it with raw fiber somehow. Still don't know how I'm gonna do that. We need to fuel this beast. In order to do that, we need to build something else. So we're gonna build this first, and then it's probably not even gonna run all that well until we build wood. Patch is in the upper right. Oh, yeah! Yeah, there's a patch in there. Yeah, so it has to be this way. Right there. I completely forgot that we were building this on an ore patch. Thanks, Jigsaw. That's good backseating right there. Oh, that means I can just throw the coal directly in from that side. Yeah, I should have remembered that. That changes our design slightly. Get out of here. Oh, gosh. How do I... How to clear inventory? I guess I'll just throw it into an infinite chest. Okay, well, I'll decide how that works later. Oh, by the way, Jigsaw, since you're the one who mentioned this, I tried checking this by default with a script. It actually caused more problems than it solved. Because if you placed it down and then flipped it around, then it would be a blacklisted input thing, and there was just many more edge cases than that. So just like, sorry. Wow, it even remembers that I'm in remote view. It just doesn't remember my zoom level. Oh, I'm about to reach the end of my allotted time. Oh yeah, baby, that fits great. Oh, I don't even need this one then. Get out of here. Oh, this is a much better design overall, I think. Okay, I've snoozed my alarm for 5 minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Okay. That's the setup. Okay, actually, I'm gonna undo that. Until we're done placing rails. But yeah, we're gonna do that next time. We have finished designing Coke, which was really interesting. It's crazy that I had to use a balancer in like just a setup like this. 2 balancers actually. It's just because there's so much garbage happening. I guess I actually can, if I want to save some space, I could have done this, but this ended up being fortuitous anyway, because it means I can fit it in with the coal patch, and I almost forgot that I wanted to do that. So I think having 3 rows is the best option for that. Okay, well, I have to go, so we're gonna call it a day there. We got a lot done today. It was freaking awesome. We are making progress. Building the new base. I feel good. See you guys later. Who are we gonna raid? We're gonna raid somebody who's playing Pyanodons. He doesn't have a mic though, but that's fine. You get Pyanodons ASMR. Give him a nice raid guard in the chat. See you there. Oh. They have raids turned off. Never mind. Dang. I don't know any of these people. I know Lawrence streams, actually. Gosh, I can't decide who to raid. Maybe we just won't raid anyone. Nobody I'm following is live. Quick, Mike, start streaming so I can raid you. 'Cause I don't want to raid any of these people. Oh wait, high speed's on. Why didn't it show me high speed? What? Freaking Twitch? We're raiding high speed. Get out of here. Right, the Lawrence guy, I would raid him, but he's been on for almost 5 hours, so I feel like he's gonna end soon. So we're gonna raid high speed. I don't know why Twitch refused to show him to me at first. That was weird. Goodbye.